The 10 objections. Objection number 9. Why is Christianity so special? There are a lot of religions in the world. Why is Christianity so special? They all claim to be the truth, and the others to be false or incorrect. So how can you make any sense of them? Just have faith. Christianity, through the Bible, makes the claim that it is indeed a direct revelation from God. But is that claim sufficient? Should people just accept the Bible based on a claim? Don't all the other religions make the same claim? Is it just a case of exercising blind faith? A question of authors. Did God inspire the Bible? Or was it just men that wrote some books and then stuck them together into a compendium that we now call the Bible? That is the central question. If God did inspire the Bible, then we would expect it to contain things that only God can know, that only God can reveal. And it would do it in such a way as to leave no doubt to an open and honest mind who seeks truth. The Bible is incredibly historically accurate. Down through the ages, scholars who are opposed to Christianity have mocked some of its claims, especially archaeological claims, only later to be humbled when information from the Bible has led to some of the most astounding archaeological discoveries in the Middle East. Like the discovery of the Hittite capital, which was claimed to be a piece of complete fiction, how could such a large civilization exist without any evidence? Archaeologists in the 19th century mocked the Bible's accounts of this very powerful civilization. When it was found, it once again proved the veracity of the historical accuracy of the Bible. It was often argued that the Bible has been changed over centuries, and this claim is still made in some quarters, and it was changed by monks who copied the Bible and introduced errors. This charge was finally laid to rest when the Dead Sea Scrolls were discovered that dated to the time of Christ and contained copies of Old Testament scriptures that, when translated, showed that the Bible had maintained incredible accuracy for over 1900 years that could only be possible if they were guided by a divine hand. Are they good enough? These are great evidences, but only really show that we have some accurate documents that have been maintained well and have historical accuracy. We could explain all of this away by attributing that to human effort. But God foresaw all of this and placed his thumbprint in the pages of Scripture. He did this through revealing the future in a way that no other document has matched, in a way that no other religious texts have been able to duplicate. He stated this quite plainly in Isaiah 42 verse 9. Behold, the former things have come to pass. Now I declare new things. Before they spring forth, I proclaim them to you. And that is because fundamentally only God, who is outside of time and the creator of time itself, is not bound by time and can exist in all of time and reveal the future accurately. So if God inspired the prophecy in the Bible, how accurate is it exactly? How accurate would we expect it to be? Is it vague, like the prophecies of Nostradamus, which appear like gibberish and can be interpreted to mean just about anything? Is it broad, like the horoscopes you get in the newspapers, where it is revealed that this week you will meet someone who is wearing red? If it is, then it is no evidence at all. But if it is accurate in a way that only God could provide, if the future was laid out in a manner that was so accurate that only God, who is outside of time and not bound by time, could reveal it, even the most hardened skeptic would struggle to explain it away. Then it points to God. It has God's thumbprint. Over a period of time, stretching from approximately 1500 years to 500 years before the birth of Christ, prophecies were recorded about Christ. They detailed his place of birth, his life, and most importantly the events of his crucifixion. They described in exact detail all the tiny minutiae around the events of his trial and crucifixion, even to the point of the soldiers playing dice to decide who could claim his robe as Jesus Christ hung on the cross, dying. But it does not stop there. When we study the time prophecies recorded in the prophecies of Daniel, we start to get some very specific dates of events. And when we also combine that with the sanctuary service, a complex prophetic service that Israel were given by God on Mount Sinai, something amazing is revealed. Using these pieces of information alone, there are many, many more. We can predict the very year of Jesus' death, 500 years before he was even born. Not only the year, but the month also. Not only the month, but the day also. Not only the day, but the very minute of his death. And all of these prophecies were recorded 1500 years to 500 years before the events happened. Only God could reveal that. And now we are living in another prophetic period, a great period of turmoil just before the second coming of Christ. There are many things yet to come, some good, some bad. And we know they will happen because the Bible always gets it right. As we live through these last days, we can take comfort in the fact that God has shown us what is coming, how to prepare, and that we can trust Him to carry us through the great events unfolding right around us right now. So why Christianity? Because it is unique, in that it is the only revelation that proves itself to be authored by someone outside of time. It is the only worldview that has God's thumbprint on it. And most importantly of all, it has proven itself to be true over and over again.